just like, yo, Kanye's washed. So like for you to,
Ooh.
yeah. I mean, like,
Damn, we need a soundboard. That was a gunshot take.
and I'm saying that wearing a 2003 era rugby.
You gotta put the,
Pop my college
there
real
you
quick.
go. Yeah, there you go.
College dropout era fucking
There
rugby.
you go. You're late registration at the moment.
It's fucking done. But
Yeah.
it's that thing where like I don't really get down with the bully thing or the overall let's just all say this is what is the right thing. But when you don't endear yourself in a way that's like to your point.
Yeah, it was
if he had substance behind what he was
Yeah.
saying, it's like, all right, I'd be inclined to listen.
Yeah, but he
see
didn't.
what you
He
have
was
to-
just saying, just love me for who I am because, not everybody has to be a Democrat. And I'm like, well, no shit. That's the point of America. We
like
have
Charles
a choice.
Barkley already talked about this.
Yeah, like
Move
we have a
on.
choice already. We know we have a choice of what political platform we're going on.
Yeah.
But it's the fact you put something out there like that and be like, yeah, I'm going to just put it out there and say love me because, everybody who don't agree with me ain't a forward thinker. By the way, I must add something to this.
Go on.
The fact that Kanye is a piece of shit to me for 3 reasons. One, the fact that he says all of this shit around the same time something is dropping for him. Like he was last year was his last album. Oh, the new slaves. We need to get out that mindset, forward thinking. And then when he did that, he dropped Life of Pablo.
Trash.
Yeah, and then he was like, "Yeah, fashion designers won't call me because I'm black, and I just want
Mark
to be in there."
Zuckerberg.
And he was like, "Yeah, I want all these white designers to accept me." And I'm like,
So
you have shoes dropping by Adidas. Like, what are you talking about right now?
So, like in that particular diatribe, when Mark Zuckerberg didn't respond, was it because he didn't say it in ones and zeros, or what?
Mark Zuckerberg's a creep.
He's a robot.
But, yeah, he is.
He's Data from
He
Star
is.
Trek.
Damn it! I was going to say that.
Hive mind.
Damn
We're
it.
not free thinkers, Greg.
We're not. We're slaves to the mentality.
Yeah, man.
Then his support of the Candace Owens tweet was the one. I mean, Candace Owens stuff.
Who's this thing?
Well, Candace Owens is a
Chase Owens' like sister or something?
no. I'll
Diamond in the
race
rough.
trade Chase Owens with Candace.
Nice. Can we make the race draft a thing?
We can. Can we do like a special, like a 2-hour special, since there is an NFL draft going on right now?
The black contingent selects Gary Owens or whatever.
Oh God.
Actually, I don't want him.
I don't want Gary Owens,
Me
no.
neither. Just leave him over there. Leave him with the unsavory whites.
Yeah, give them Monique for compensation.
Give them Monique and a black to be named later.
No, give them Monique and her husband.
No. So what was the tweet?
Well, more so her comments about black people being slaves to Democrats and the victim blaming idea that, you all are using racism against white people. Well, you use this and you need to get over that because that didn't happen to you. That happened to your ancestors. Let it go. And then Kanye was like, I like Candace Owens thinking. It's a tweet.
I might not be completely against what she's saying.
Oh, God.
But I'm not necessarily for it either.
Oh,
I'm for the idea that, okay, there's a thought. Here's something else.
Yeah. I don't have a problem with somebody pointing out their point of view. It's just when you put up your point of view and add those substance to it, knowing how big of an influence you are to people. Now, mind you, I don't believe that a genius should call itself a genius. You can say that's a shot, but I never heard of a genius that says I'm a genius. But
Self-actualization, sir.
yeah, but that's just what I say.
Yeah.
But I don't think you should put stuff like that out to the world and then not say nothing
bullshit.
after it.
Yeah.
And then when you say stuff like that, it's not like you're saying something before that happened. You were quiet almost all year until you're like, you know what? I need to put an album out. So I'm going to say some bullshit.
The only thing in there, and it's like weeding through like a good, sack of weed. Mm-hmm. You're trying to get to the good parts and not the seeds and the sticks and stems. And you smoke weed.
No, I don't.
the one thing he said in this whole tweet storm was like, yeah, like Obama really didn't do shit for Chicago, and it's like, he's not wrong. And it's like that's your place, and it's like, and it's this idea.
Know Chicago better than That's how I would say it.
Yeah, just like, but you've lived in LA most of your adult life. Is kind of how I feel about Kanye.
And I didn't. And another thing about the Kanye situation, before we can just like
Yeah, yeah.
flash through it now.
Flush it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Flashpoint Paradox.
Go on.
Is the support he's been getting. Like, did you hear Shaha the Prince tweet?
No.
He was like, y'all do know Martin Luther King was a Republican. I was like, that's fine.
Jackie Robinson was too.
Yeah, but I'm like, who gives a shit? That's not the whole point. That's not what people were upset about. But he said that because, Kanye pays the checks. Then Chance the Rapper was like, Chance the Rapper, the same guy that's been going against Trump and all this other bullshit, was like, you can be black and be a Republican. And then I was like, holy shit, Joe Budden was right about Chance. A lot of people were right about Chance.
Can a nigga live?
He's an opportunist.
Well, yeah. He's no different from D. Ray McKesson.
Yeah.
I said it. You go fuck.
Anywho.
Fuck him.
All right. Meek Mill is free. You care?
Nah.
Okay. Let's see. Prince has a memoir coming out.
Really?
Yeah. It's going to be...
From Beyond the Grave?
Unreleased memoir.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
So it was an incomplete thing that was...
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you feel like the estate people... Like, Prince is rolling over his grave by how people are fucking up his estate plans?
Definitely.
Like, the fact that his music is on Spotify.
The fact that he was projected on that fucking screen during the Super Bowl.
Yeah, that was a big fuck you.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, Shilly, I wish you got it. Whew, Smallville.
I thought you were going to say small person.
No.
Go on.
Let's just run through Smallville.
What happened with Smallville?
Somebody save me. So, you remember Chloe from Smallville?
I never watched that show. I thought it sucked.
So the actress who played Chloe and the other actress who played Lois Lane, they were in a sex cult.
Really?
Yeah.
They were being recruited by a chick, right?
They weren't recruiting. They were recruiting and enslaving.
They were out here chicken hawking?
Yes.
You know what? There's going to be a movie made about that.
Well, there should be because Chloe just pleaded guilty.
Fantastic.
Yeah, so she's fucked. I don't know what happened with the lady girl who played Lois, but yeah, it does not look good for either of them.
I mean, they're cracking down. If you're going to have this idea that people in these positions of power essentially time's up, then it has to be unilateral. It can't just be this creepy white guy that did this. Like, no, you have this shit going on too. Speaking
of time's up, you did not hear Janelle Monáe's album.
I won't listen to that album.
I loved it. That's all as far as I will say about that. Anything else?
Shout out to Bill Cosby. What?
Oh, god damn.
What?
Bill, I don't want to get into that one. That was a little tricky for me.
Go on.
On one hand, that's a lot of women who accused him of it. That's a lot of women. But on the other hand, you have people who are like Janice Dickinson and admitted, oh yeah, I just Emmett Till that bullshit.
Huh. Just say.
Yeah.
Someone made a point. They were like, yeah, they let Meek Mill out this week and put Bill in this week.
Yeah.
It's like, what?
Yeah.
Those aren't equal.
It's a lot of unevenness going on right now.
Vernon Troyer
died. Yes. Rest in peace, Mini-Me. Heard it was suicide.
It was suicide?
I heard it was suicide.
Like Avicii?
I heard it was suicide.
Suicide is a suicide.
Oh, God, stop. No, don't do that cringe-worthy lyric.
I just saying, that's what happened. That's what fucking happened. I mean, it's I would imagine, like, someone, like, the fact that people call him fucking Mini-Me. Like, Vic Carter said, not Vernon Troyer has passed, Mini-Me has died. I'm like, yo, a literal news reporter called him by a character. Yeah. That has to be infuriating. Like,
I would be infuriated, period. But
just imagine if people say, yeah, just Greg, I saw him at the store.
Rest in peace, Greg.
Rest in peace, just Greg.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's a bummer, right?
Yeah, it is.
It's
not, and it's not something I would play with, considering the fact how many people actually have tried it before and whatnot. It's just not a issue.
Just be happy, Just
speaking of someone who isn't happy,
try to find joy, man.
Speaking of someone who isn't happy, I did write a review on J. Cole's album.
Was it dope? He hates J. Cole.
I do not hate J. Cole.
You do. You have beige rage against J. Cole.
I do not have beige rage against shit. I have beige rage against his fan base because I think his fan base thinks everything he comes out with is ill-fucking-matic and everybody else is not a better rapper than him.
Yeah, I agree.
I was talking, like, I literally heard one person say J. Cole's the best musician of all time. And I said, better than Michael Jackson and Prince? It was like, yes, they didn't make no hits. That's J. Cole fans for you.
I don't know what to say there.
See?
That shit is confounding.
Yeah, like they were saying J. Cole's better than Jay-Z, and I was like, no.
Just
Stop
Kanye in this shit.
And that was my question. Should we do an NCAA bracket tournament on the most delusional fan bases?
Let's do that shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
We have like March Madness and like have people vote for the most delusional fan base.
I'm with that shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, I liked it, but he still has the same issues I have.
The main thing I think I saw in your review is he could use features.
He needs features desperately. Like, I don't get why you can't have Miguel on one of your songs on your album. Like, get a singer. Like, you can stop doing the hooks. It should not be, hi, I'm J. Cole, I'm producing a song. I'm producing my own song. I'm writing my own song, and I'm doing my own hook on my own song. It's Tommy Wiseau in it.
He's Tommy Wiseau.
Not saying J. Cole is Tommy Wiseau, but I'm saying
he's the disaster artist of rap. Is that what you're saying?
I'm not saying that.
That's horrible.
Saying, like it was okay.
He let Nas down.
He did let Nas down. He let me down on more than one occasion. But I thought it was okay, but I don't think I will ever go back to that album in 2 to 3 months. That was my issue with
but I think that's what's starting to happen with music anyway. That was one of those things that Donald Glover said a few years ago. Like,
I think
you bump this and then you're done with it.
Yeah, well, I appreciate the idea of replay value in music. Yeah. Like, you can have a great album, but if you can't replay it more than once, then what's the point of making the album?
I used to fucking burn a hole through albums and shit. Now
I still burn holes through albums.
All right, that's a cool track. Moving on.
I still listen to 444 like it's still a new album.
I listened to the album once.
I hate you. But that's
seriously. I'm not even trying to troll. I listened to it once and I was like, yeah, nothing new here for me. So we good? I don't know what to tell you.
I mean, Kendrick's albums I thought were great. Speaking of Kendrick, we didn't cover it last time.
Pulitzer?
Yep, Pulitzer.
Yeah, first non-classical jazz Pulitzer for music.
Yeah.
He got it for the album Damn.
Yes.
Period.
And people are saying J. Cole's better than Kendrick's work.
That's blasphemy. that's just silly talk.
We really need to do that bracket.
We'll do it.
Anyway, guess that's it for our show.
Yes, you can find us here every Friday, 9 p.m. after Intune Radio. This is Unofficially Black. Just Greg, Rob Lee. Yeah. Where can they find you at on social media, sir?
Nowhere.
Jesus.
You can find me making blogs on mtrthenetwork.com where we have other blogs and podcasts and more other content on there.
More other content.
Yes, okay. More other content.
Sounds good. That was a really good sell right there. Regular pitch man right there. But yeah, as far as this show, you can find us every week, radioonfire.com. And I guess that's...
Do you have an Instagram plug or anything that you want to put out there?
Yeah, Lord Lee MTR Instagram. You see, I just threw that in there.
You just like tossed it out to the base side. You were like Thanos there.
No, just snap my fingers. Follow me.
Well, that's it.
What's the first rule?
There is no first rule.
And we're out until next week, folks.
Yes.